Well, I hope you all are doing well and not succumbing to the fear that seems to be really rushing through our country, through humanity. That we can take seriously what's happening without riding the waves of anxiety and fear. I loved a text that came from a friend when he was encouraging me to make sure to take care of my health. And he said, make sure that you bow to this virus, that you show this virus respect. And I think when something does move through a culture, a community, a land, that it does invoke respect. Kali came up last Saturday, and I think that perhaps what's happening is something of a Kali energy, a correcting energy, an energy that in its destruction is hoping to bring new life. So hopefully you're abiding in that perspective to see the divine in it while we grieve and be careful. So this topic today about walking through the narrow gate comes from a passage that's in numerous places in what is the canonical Bible. I say canonical Bible because I believe the Gnostic Gospels and many other texts are just as true. And I don't see the Bible as the authority on the experience of Christ. So, but I'm drawing upon Bible passages because I do think it contains essence of this Christ consciousness. And if you do believe that Jesus lived, I do, contains essences of what Jesus was embodying and communicating. And you'll find that one of the reasons that these different stories and anecdotes shared by Jesus are so widely interpreted in diverse ways is because he seems to speak in a very practical language with parables, with anecdotes, with symbols and metaphors. He seems to speak in a very grounded way and at the same time points towards something. He speaks more all-inclusively from my perspective than exclusively. Exclusively would be a divisive way of speaking. And I think his way of speaking is opening up the inclusivity, if we look at it in a way that's most God-like. So in this passage, it comes as the third paragraph in Matthew chapter 7. And the first paragraph is an admonition to not judge others. So here we've got something that's so basic and so holistic. He said that you'll be judged the way you judge others. And we have learned this in our spiritual teachings, that not because of retribution, I'm not so much a karmic centered person, but because the mechanism by which we see things is the way we project out into the world, which sets up the way, the construct in which we receive as well. We kind of set ourselves up for judgment going out being the same as judgment coming in. And his way of putting this takes it out of this psychological analysis and just says, you have a plank in your eye. And why try to get a speck out of another person's eye if you've got a plank in your own eye? Keep the focus inward. So that's a setup moving into our topic today. And then he offers this very mysterious and provocative teaching right after that. And that is the teaching that people are still trying to understand how to live. The ask, the seek, and the knock. The ask and it will be given to you. The seeking and you will find. The knocking and the door will be open. So he's pointing to something of our essential nature, that we are meant to be so keyed into a soul desire that our asking comes from this very pure place. And coming from this pure place, it is recognizing something that is meant to already be ours. So in the asking is the receiving. In the seeking is the fulfillment. In the knocking is already the knowing. So we've got these two passages that are pretty straightforward, even if they can be challenging to live, that leads us to this very short 2-sentence theme, the narrow and the wide gate. I'm going to read the words from Matthew. Enter through the narrow gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the road that leads to destruction, and many enter through it. But small is the gate, and narrow the road that leads to life, and only a few find it. This is not a judgment like the sheep and the goats being separated out. This is a statement of reality that we so easily are deluded and deceived by who we are in the world and by what the world is to us, right? It takes a lifetime oftentimes to peel away the false securities that we lean into, the false identities that we have given our assent to. And this is what he's speaking to, that as a whole, humanity is largely unconscious. And in that unconsciousness acts towards salvation or towards fulfillment from an unconscious place. And so that leads then inevitably to destruction, because we're meant for wholeness, we're meant for fulfillment, that anything less than that is ultimately going to be destroyed. Mainly because our call is so sublime. So destruction is a good thing, even if it can be fragmenting for many humans and perhaps for ourselves. Think of a time when something that you truly believed was true or right, or something you gave your whole heart to, that something was destroyed, whether it was your trust, whether it was betrayal, whether it was your belief itself. And that can be really fragmenting until we come into the full realization. And I love what Jesus says. Coming into that is walking through the narrow gate. It is that very ultimate, personal, solitary surrender that leads us quite simply on a path of moderation and discernment. Discernment helps us along the way, but discernment is also a fruit of what is happening as we walk through the narrow gate. It is not rigidity. It's the furthest thing from rigidity. It is, in Dan Millman's words, being absolutely vulnerable to all things because we've come to such a place of simplicity. It is not going with the mainstream in any way. It's rather most likely not walking with the mainstream and even being criticized or put down. The gate, he says, the small is the gate and narrow is the path that leads to life. But what's liberating about this passage is that we not only have the keys to walking it, but we have, the more we walk through the narrowness of this moderation and this discernment, the more we walk through and on that path, the more clear and simple the path becomes. And the more the wildly alluring truths that are not it show up as they are. So I know there is no other way than this narrow gate. And it is a way that, while it is solitary, it is the one way we form true and deep connections. And these meditations and devotionals are geared towards that we will find our place in humanity in all its wholeness. So let's walk through the narrow gate. This morning's short centering and meditation is one you've probably either done with me or you've done by yourself. It's very popular. We're going to take probably one of the most ancient mantras. I haven't researched it thoroughly, but I do know that every time I chant it with other traditions, it's considered one of their most ancient. Om Mane Padme Hum. Om Mane Padme Hum. The poetic translation being the jewel of consciousness, that is the unformed, the uncreated, the jewel of it comes through the crown chakra, comes through the third eye and back through the manis, the back of the third eye, back through the back of the heart, the will center of the heart. Padme, the seed syllable of the heart, Padme. And then rises that our words speak, our actions and our will speak, our truth speaks only from that place. Om Mane Padme Hum. So let's sink into this, that we might walk through that narrow gate. I invite you to close your eyes. And this simple repetition has a minor inflection on the first time and a minor inflection on the second. So I'm simply going to tone it and invite you to join in as you're able, or simply do it monotone where you're at. Inviting in a breath. Om Mane Padme Hum. 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 Let's continue holding all those we love and know in the vibration of this mantra. Om Mane Padme Hum. 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. And let's hold this virus, which is an entity, with great respect, bowing before the virus, asking that the virus show mercy and dissolve back into creation, that there might be health instead of death. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And let's hold all creation, that creation may receive the jewel of consciousness that leads each person, each element, animals, plants, all living things may ascend to the narrow path that leads to life. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And let's bow before the divine consciousness, the uncreated source that shows up as life force in our creation, that shows up as that in which we live and move and have our being. For our last repetition, let's bow before that that is beyond us and is us, that this may come to its fullness and God may be all in all. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And we end our meditation with a few moments of silence, being in the wordless silence, that which is beyond our comprehension or possible knowing. And with this, I invite you to open your eyes and greet your day. May you walk in the peace that goes beyond all understanding, that we have touched together this morning. Thank you, my friends, for joining me in this meditation. I bow before you. Blessings.